mourns the loss of the talented artist, popularly known as M0hbad, who tragically passed away under mysterious circumstances on Saturday, 2023, and has continued to make headlines and dominate discussions across and beyond the nation. The House also notes that the heartfelt protests, a procession of youth chanting his name, and the call for an investigation as they marched to a tribute concert with numerous musicians in attendance. It is evident that M0hbad's fans are struggling to come to terms with his ultimate demise. M0hbad, also known as Imole, meaning light in Yoruba, was an artist who sang of peace and light. The House further notes that M0hbad left his record label, Malian Records, owned by Naira Marley in 2022, citing various grievances, including unpaid royalties. This issue is indicative of a broader problem in which artists encounter challenges and asserting their rights. The House is also aware that a disturbing industry practice has come to the fore. Evidence of mistreatment highlights the struggles of young artists who, in their quest for success, become entangled in parasitic contracts and face bullying when they seek to exit these contracts. The House is also concerned that M0hbad's case is not an isolated incident. Many artists throughout the length and breadth of Nigeria find themselves ensnared in unfavorable contractual agreements, limiting their creative freedom and financial growth. This situation can lead to disputes and at times even violence. The House is cognizant that the Nigerian music industry lacks substantial institutional funding, pushing many artists into unscrupulous contracts with record labels. Addressing this issue is vital for the industry's growth and sustainability. The House is also cognizant that the Nigerian Copyright Commission functions encompass copyright registration, law enforcement, education, royalty management, international collaboration, legal advocacy, policy development. Hence, they should be protecting copyright and promoting artists' interests in Nigeria. The House is further disturbed that most of the proceeds of the late artist are still going to the Malian Music Group, and there have been no moves from any agency to protect the estate of the late singer, who is currently the 46th best-selling digital artist in the world. Accordingly, and the prayers are, sir, the House urges the House to observe a 1-minute silence in honor of M0hbad and send a delegate to urges the House to observe a 1-minute silence. 2, monitor the ongoing investigation of M0hbad's death, particularly the allegations of harassment and unpaid royalties. Collaborate with stakeholders, including record labels, artists, legal experts, and industry associations, to develop and implement industry-wide guidelines that ensure fair treatment, transparent contractual agreements, and proper compensation for artists. Reviewing existing copyright and contract laws in Nigeria, identifying gaps or areas in need of reform. Finally, mandate the Committee on Justice, Youth Development, and Legal Compliance to ensure compliance. I so move.
Just go and report yourself. Singer Bella reacts to Naira Marley's recent statement. Here is the press statement from Naira Marley. In the last few days, there has been a lot of onslaught on my person and repetition globally over the death of my former signee. All manner of stories has been woven against me in respect of his untimely death. I have not only been in shock over the death of the deceased, whom I considered to be my brother and member of our music family, but over the various lies spread and threats against me. Before I progress further, let me say this, as it is traumatic for a lot of people to bear the reality of Hilary's death, so it is to me. May his gentle soul continue to rest in peace, and may God grant his family the fortitude to bear the irreparable loss. permits me to categorically state that I have no hand in death of Ilorilua, either directly or indirectly. It is not unusual in the industry, just like in several other industries, to have family friction, even amongst blood relatives. Truly, we had our own share of misunderstandings whilst working together, but the disagreement between us was never to the extent being painted by some hirelings. It never degenerated to the extent of wishing each other death. Even at that, we were resolving our business dispute legally before he had passed. I have chosen not to say anything since, due to being distraught over his death and in order not to jeopardize the investigation being carried out by the government agencies. In addition, I have been out of the country since the 31st of August 2023 and am yet to return. In light of the police invitation, I am making arrangements to return to the country to assist the investigation and give my vision of events. I am fully cooperating with the police team and am certainly have no reason to be fugitive when I have no hand in his death. I am certain that the culprit behind his death and has a vendetta against me and are fueling public opinions to have me lynched for reasons known to them. In due time, the circumstances surrounding M0hbad's death will be unveiled and the world will know the truth. This kind of scenario of attempting to set someone up is not novel in industry, as other great musicians have experienced the same and came out better and stronger. Mine will not be an exemption, as I am innocent of the accusations. M0hbad left the label in September 2022. The label accepted his departure. Malian music did not stop or interfere with his career or releases since, and he has been with 1 RPM. Legal efforts were made to reconcile his concerns regarding the work we had done together. The rumors regarding the label being a drug cartel are untrue. I am not a drug lord. Either do I, Marlin, belong to any cult or fraternity. I'm dedicated to proving my innocency and I'm not cooperating with the authorities to clear my name with sufficient evidence. Malian Music is an independent label run by a small, intimate team. We run a legitimate label that focuses on championing exceptional talent, breaking new acts, and nurturing them. I would like to clearly state that I have never fought or attacked M0hbad. For the avoidance of doubt, I have never instructed anyone, friend, known associates, or fans to attack, bully, or harass M0hbad. With regards to the talent on the label, none of our artists never fought or mistreated M0hbad. I share my deepest condolences to the family. Let's be mindful as we seek justice to focus on supporting the police and authorities with relevant information and evidence surrounding his death so that those responsible will be apprehended. I am positive, and at the end of the day, the truth will prevail and I shall be exonerated. My lawyers are already in touch with the police and government agencies and will support in every way necessary. Without a doubt, I will honor his memory and I promise to do right by him and his family. Thank you, Naira Marley. Today, Baba Jimmy Benson moved a motion on the floor of House of Representatives over the mystery surrounding the demise of the talented artist Ilorilua, popularly known as M0hbad. Justice for M0hbad. My prayers to the House were to urge the House to observe 1 minute silence in honor of M0hbad and gather information regarding the circumstances leading to his demise. Monitor the ongoing investigation of M0hbad's death, particularly the allegations of harassment and unpaid royalties. Invite the Nigeria Copyright Commission to put measures in place immediately to protect the rights of the M0hbad songs and lyrics, addressing copyright infringements and ensuring the proper management of his musical assets while securing his son's benefit from his musical legacy. Collaborate with stakeholders including record labels, artists, legal experts, and industry associations to develop and implement industry-wide guidelines that ensure fair treatment, transparent contractual agreements, and proper compensation for artists. Reviewing existing copyright and contract laws in Nigeria. Identify gaps or areas in need of reforms. Mandate the Committees on Justice, Youth Development and Legal Compliancy to ensure compliancy. This is from Honorable Babajimi Benson, M.R.H.